Hey, good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, March the 5th, 2024, and the time now is about 5:35ish in the afternoon. I want to send regards to social media content creators. Now, I'm very much new to social media in terms of creating, editing, and uploading content onto the various social media platforms such as YouTube, Instagram, uh, Twitter, and so on. Honestly, I have not thought of the amount of time and energy or effort that goes into creating, editing, and uploading these content onto the various social media platforms. And I do believe many of you have not thought of the time, the energy, the effort that goes into creating, editing, and uploading these content. I want to talk in terms of me trying to share my regards, okay, or spread regards to creators out there on social media. At least three African proverbs. The first African proverbs read, "All monkeys cannot hang from the same branch." The second African proverb reads, "Knowledge is a garden. If it isn't cultivated, you cannot harvest it." And the third African proverb reads, "Examine what is said, not who is speaking." Now, I'm going to talk about what I believe these African proverbs are saying to the best of my knowledge. The first African proverb reads, once again, "All monkeys cannot hang from the same branch." Basically, we all speak different languages. Okay, we all speak different languages. Our thought processes are different. Okay, the same topics, but many people may look at that same topic, analyze it, and conclude on that same topic differently based on their experiences, based on cultural norms, and so on. Occasionally, the story that we post on social media, okay, occasionally the story may change slightly due to several factors. However, we cannot tell the stories the same way, and we cannot tell the same stories, okay? We cannot like or hate the same stories, the same things at the same time. Now, the second African proverb reads, "Knowledge is a garden. If it isn't cultivated, you cannot harvest it." Okay, let's think of the modern education system. Okay, like let's say, for example, you're working on your PhD, you're working on a master's degree or whatsoever. The policy or the procedure or the rules in terms of modern higher education is that when you're working on a PhD, a master's degree, you basically have to add to the studies, to the topic, okay? And that's kind of like what knowledge is. Knowledge grows bigger. We cannot harvest the knowledge in terms of its highest, most sophisticated forms if we do not cultivate knowledge, if we do not contribute to the knowledge. But also, I think the proverb is saying, in terms of our education as people, okay, from the young days to becoming older professional adults, what we become as older professional adults is a result of the cultivation that we've been experiencing in terms of our loved ones, our moms and dads, uncles, aunts, and so on, grandmas, and so on, basically putting us in school, helping us through our lessons, motivating us, and so on and so on. The third African proverb reads, "Examine what is said, not who is speaking." Now, social media is very much crowded with millions and millions of contents and millions, hundreds of millions of people every day, or tens of millions of people every day are on social media, internalizing, okay? Digesting, internalizing the various contents that are relevant to their likings. Whether the contents are just playful content because we go on social media sometimes to entertain ourselves, or whether we want to learn how to do something, okay, or whether we just want to do a research to learn a topic about the topic from a professor speaking or from some expert in the field. Okay, it is very interesting. In this case, many things are being said and posted on social media. Sometimes people are reluctant to accept what is being said because they do not like the people who are saying it or how they are saying it. And I do believe that's what this African Proverbs is saying. Okay? Examine what is said, not who is speaking. We should always listen attentively without interrupting and scrutinize what people are saying in their contribution to a discussion. Therefore, the content of the information, not the speaking person, okay, is important. What is being said, we should find prominence in what is being said, not who is saying it. Yes, the person may be a racist person. Yes, the person may be a dangerous person. Yes, the person may be simple, easy, friendly person, peaceful person. But even a peaceful person can say a bunch of nonsense. So we as a people, we need to analyze, scrutinize what is being said and not who is saying it. Of course, there are times when the person speaking, okay, is much relevant than the message, because knowing that person can basically help you try to determine what the message is, what the person's perception is or perspective is, what do you think the call to action is. Now, I want us to consider the first African proverb, which reads, once again, all monkeys cannot hang from the same branch. I am sending regards to everybody on social media who are creating, editing, and uploading informations, okay, things on social media. Honestly, I have not thought this thoroughly. I did not consider the amount of time, energy, and effort that goes into making these content for social media. And I've come to realize the process by which social media content producers, okay, or creators go through is similar to teaching. Sometimes we may not consider, or in many cases, we may not consider what teachers have to go through, okay, to teach. Folks are not just getting up in the morning and just going to class. People are going home in the afternoon, prepping their lessons, grading papers, making calls, and so on, and getting ready for the next day's lesson. They have to assess students' comprehension and so on. They have to do so many things, okay? Yes, there are many things on social media that we may not like. I know many people do have problems with activities such as unboxing, where people will film themselves on social media unboxing new technology or new clothing or whatever. It is at a point where many are gaining fans out there, and to an extent, the fans are actually buying the things, sending it to these content creators who then film themselves trying the things on social media. Okay, many may think that is just nonsense. There's a story of an elderly man. I was talking about an elderly baby boomer who basically despises the fact that a lot of people are working on social media. Okay, so this elderly fella, people are making money for no reason. They are not working. But when I think of it, and I'm new to social media, okay, I am creating content for my my channels. People are working. People are working. There are lots of time and energy being put into creating these content for social media. Okay, not everybody is just sitting there. If you consider the fact that people are editing what they film. I tried to edit one 20-minute video. It took me hours to do so. I chop it up, chop it up, chop it up, listen to it. Parts of the video did not sound the way I wanted to sound. I chop it up, chop it up, chop it up, listen to it. Yeah, some things probably sound more controversial. I need to get rid of it. I chop it up. By the time I look, I have spent hours editing the videos. The next thing I look is about 2 a.m. And then it dawned on me. I begin to think like, wow, this thing is a job all by itself. People are not out there just filming and then posting. They are editing. They are spending time trying to edit their work. They are editing their work so that people can comprehend what they are saying, so that they can get their points across. Now, if you take away Unboxer from the equation, let's bring in people who are making social media content, whether they are talking about geopolitics, whether they are talking about social, cultural experiences, whether they are talking about education, the deterioration of society, or so on. And then you got prominent people in media, prominent people in academia. Folks are coming together making these content. You have situation where they are being interviewed, or they are giving a talk, or many will stay home in their offices at home and basically film themselves talking about certain topics relating to government, geopolitics, environmental issues, societal issues, education issues. And these videos, they have to basically edit these videos and get everything to the point where it is of great quality for the consumers out there. I never thought about all this. Thinking about it now, I have come to respect people who are making and posting content for social media. So if you know people, whether you are following them or you are friends with them, please thank them for what they are doing, appreciate them for what they are doing. Yes, I acknowledge the fact that many of us may not like what certain people are producing. Many of us may not like their messages that they are trying to get across, or the quality of their videos. However, the time and effort that goes into making these contents for social media consumption, this should be thanked and appreciated for that. It is not an easy work, okay?